What's up, everybody? It's your guy King Will Says here with another video, and today I wanted to talk about a game that you might want to think about downloading and giving a try. Now, the title of this game is called Warface. It is a free-to-play game on Microsoft Store on Xbox. I'm not sure if it's available on PS4. It might be. I really didn't bother to check, but it is for sure available on Xbox. Now, if you're like me, you're always looking for new games to play, especially when the games you currently have are getting kind of stale, man. Like, I'm already tired of playing Black Ops 4 at this point. I'm pretty much finding it hard to have any fun on Call of Duty anymore. The novelty of Blackout has worn off on me, I guess, because I'm burnt out on Battle Royale games, seeing I was playing some Fortnite and a lot of PUBG way before Call of Duty announced that they were going to have a Battle Royale mode in the game. And I am a team deathmatch guy to the core. That's just what I am for FPS shooters. And Black Ops 4's team deathmatch is just annoying. That's what I would describe it in one word. It's just annoying. And I haven't even bothered to touch Battlefield 5 because it is obviously far from the quality of game that it was on Battlefield 1, and that it lacks a lot of content still, even though we're like 3-4 months into the life cycle of the game. And let's not forget to mention the entire controversy surrounding the launch of Battlefield 5. So that wasn't even an option for me. But Warface is a refreshing FPS experience. And I don't mean that like the game is doing anything really special or they're innovating anything, but what Warface does is bring you back to the basics. All right, no score streaks, there's no specialists with special issue equipment that pretty much let people get cheap kills. It's just straight up who's the better shooter than the other. It does take the role-playing approach to the game, so there are weapon restrictions to each class. You have 4 classes. You have the Rifleman class that can pretty much use a range of weapons from assault rifles and LMGs. You're pretty much the ammo guy as well. You can replenish your own ammunition or your teammates' ammo throughout a match. And you have the medic class, which is pretty self-explanatory. You heal yourself and you also heal or revive your teammates. And medics are restricted to using only shotguns as a primary. And by the way, just as a side note, shotguns on this game actually kills in one shot. Unlike Call of Duty, it takes 2 shots to kill. And of course, you have the sniper class and the engineer class. You know what? I just have to say this. I'm very impressed with the gameplay of this game, way more than what I initially expected. The gun mechanics on this game is super smooth and tight, man. I mean, from aiming down the sights of your gun, it really snaps up to the sights so quick. The hit detection is super accurate and on point, and the gun sounds, the effects are really good quality. And the time to kill on this game, oh my god, the time to kill on this game, it just feels so gratifying dropping people in this game. As you can see in my gameplay, I have no issues cutting through guys in matches, depending on what guns you're using, but most of the time it really only takes 3 to like 4, maybe 5 bullets at the most on this game to kill somebody, which is way better than the time to kill that it takes on Black Ops 4 core mode. It seems like it takes literally like 100 bullets to kill somebody on Black Ops 4, and that's without FMJ or high caliber. And another great thing that I do like about this game is that even though the time to kill is pretty quick, you don't have that feeling that you're dying all of the time. That is assuming you're not running around the map like a chicken with this head cut off, because of course you're going to be dying all over the place in any shooter playing like that. But if you're strategic in your movements, you find it that it's not hard to stay alive in matches. The gunfights, they feel pretty fair. It's pretty 50-50. You have a chance to potentially win most of your gunfights if you're always on your toes. Now, one negative I do have about the game as far as gameplay goes, it's sometimes the movements and climbing on objects do feel clunky at times, but I think that's just because this game is a PC to console game. Okay, so I think that's why it feels that way. Now, as far as the maps and environments go, most of the maps and environments are interactive. The map designs are pretty much your 3-lane maps, so it's not going to be anything too crazy, but there is a lot of verticality that is in every map. You can climb up to rooftops and vehicles by yourself or with assistance from your teammates, so you can actually find some power spots to get a few kill streaks going. I usually tend to stick to the ground, that's just me. Now, as far as weapon accessibility, you unlock weapons on this game as you level up, but every weapon is essentially on a trial base. Some weapons you can keep by repairing them, but most guns, they'll have a time limit on them, and they can be unlocked to, just for 2 days or just 60 days. It all depends. And of course, you can use real world dollars to permanently unlock these weapons and weapon camos, or you can extend your time limit with the in-game currency that you earn from every match you play. So pretty much, overall, Warface is definitely a game you should try if you're really into FPS games. It's a great alternative shooter in my opinion for most people. I know it won't really be a main title that they would play in place of something like Battlefield or Black Ops or just the Call of Duty franchise period, but nonetheless, this is a game that you should have in your lineup. And I encourage a lot of people to look for other games to play, especially if they are free to play games, because in all honesty, man, the AAA gaming space is just in a weird place right now. Like Treyarch and Activision in general have just completely lost their identity, because Black Ops 4 is just a complete mess of a bunch of gaming ideas from other shooting titles mashed up into one game, and it makes for a complete circus in multiplayer. I mean, I don't even know how to express my feelings on how just such a downward trend that just Call of Duty in general as a franchise has just dipped in quality. Like, it's just like they just added, I guess on Xbox we just got that new specialist Zero. I mean, that's literally almost game breaking if you really ask me, because it's like you can work hard, you can work your ass off. And I'm not the greatest Call of Duty player, so when I am on like a 15 kill streak and I finally get an attack chopper, or I got, I don't know, a strike team or something like that, which I know she can't really hack strike teams, but you work hard to get that attack chopper and you're trying to turn the tide in a game. And yeah, somebody who just has a Zero specialist out, or God forbid if they have 2 of them on the map at the same time, they're just sitting there and they're just waiting for somebody to activate a score streak, and then they'll just hijack your shit. And then yeah, you're just fucked at that point. I mean, not to mention that she takes over like fucking mesh mines and shit. I mean, it's just, I don't know, man. It's just a fucking circus when it comes to Black Ops 4's multiplayer. I can't even fucking want to play it anymore, man. Like, I don't even know. It's just not even fun. The fun factor has completely left Call of Duty for me, honestly. And also on the flip side, like with what the fuck EA and DICE did to BF5, I don't know what the hell they were thinking when it came to the launch of this game. They ruined their own game, when they blatantly told people not to buy their game if they didn't like the agenda that they were pushing with BF5. And it made it even worse that the fact BF5 fell short of being the game everyone expected it to be. I mean, it's one thing to talk shit and look down on the gaming community and your consumer if your game is good, okay? It's not right, but shit, if your product is good, then you have a right to be so fucking arrogant. But Battlefield isn't even that good. Battlefield 5's not that good. It's lacking a lot of content, and they still have failed to add any more content at this point. They're moving so fucking slow with it. And I haven't even played the game, but I have been keeping up with news, and I have been watching other Battlefield content creators and what they have to say about it. And yeah, man, it's no good. Like, literally, what is it? I think I was watching Optimus, and I think he said that Battlefield 5 right now is 60% down from I think what sales from Battlefield 1. So it's bad. AAA gaming is just terrible right now. And so, you look at something like Fortnite, a free to play game, like, it makes sense that it still has the highest player count right now out of all $65 retail games, because one, it's free to play, and two, it's you get actual quality out of the fucking game. There's content there. They're still adding content. They could have been rested on their laurels, but they still, at Fortnite, they are still putting in content and still pushing Fortnite as far as they can. And consumers appreciate that. That's why they are literally raking in millions upon millions of fucking dollars because of that. So, I don't know, man. I say free to play games are the way right now, and I think it's going to keep continuing. And I say we should look at a lot of these free to play games, especially if they're in the shooter space as well, because I don't know, man. Call of Duty, Battlefield, fuck, I thought Battlefront was going to be a game for me, but saw what happened with that one. Because obviously, these big gaming companies, they could care less about the gaming community. They have completely spit on the community multiple times, like fucking Bethesda. Like, oh god, Bethesda, what they did with Fallout, that is like, I don't know, man. I'm just gonna stop right here before I just get rambling on and on, and I just get on a rant, because I can go all day talking about how shitty these big gaming companies are and how they just completely just spit in the face of the gaming community, what it seems like every single year, with their unfinished games and their fucking DLCs and all this other stuff. But as far as Warface goes, I actually do plan on recording gameplay and uploading gameplay regularly from Warface, because I actually do really enjoy this game. It just brings me back to how shooting used to be, arena style FPS shooters, where it's not with all the gimmicks and everything. So I'm definitely going to be uploading that on my channel regularly. But I'm going to wrap this up. If you guys have any other opinions, go ahead and go into the comments section. Thank you for watching. If you like this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, slap that like button. And this is your guy, King Will Gaming. Until next time, I'll see you guys on the next video.